Again, it's Gabe Zollner. I'd like to take a little of your time this afternoon if I could, and we can maybe review what took place last night during the vice presidential debate. I personally found it to be rather entertaining. I was somewhat disturbed by the way Joe Biden treated Paul Ryan. Paul Ryan's 27 years his junior. 27 years his junior. Paul Ryan's 42 years old, and Joe Biden is 69 years old. Well, one would think that someone that's been on this earth that long would have better manners than the manners that Biden exhibited. Then again, Biden had to come out fighting the way he did because of the poor performance of his boss, Obama, President Obama. I have a difficult time calling him President Obama, but I guess that's what he is, so that's what I have to call him. In either case, what I found very entertaining was the way that Joe Biden would interrupt. He would talk down to, he would raise his voice, he would flare his hands, and what was most entertaining was that stupid smile of his when he flashes his teeth. He's got these purely white teeth that he's constantly flashing to the audience as he's laughing. And what's interesting about him laughing is that America is suffering. There's millions of people in this country that are suffering, and here we have our vice president laughing when they're talking about the economy, when they're talking about health care, when they're talking about any and all current events. The Benghazi situation came up as well, and Joe Biden threw the intelligence community under the bus. He said that they weren't informed, they didn't tell us anything. In other words, they didn't do their jobs. And we didn't know, and Ambassador Rice went off the most current and best information that she had available to herself. Well, all of that is a lie. It's a total and complete, blatant lie. And the reason that it's a lie is I watched the entire hearing that was conducted by Congressman Darrell Issa. And Darrell Issa had 4 of the government officials under oath testify. And they all pretty much agreed that they, number one, knew that Benghazi was a powder keg. As a matter of fact, Eric Nordstrom received extra pay. He received extra pay because he was in what they consider to be harm's way. Now, if he was in harm's way in Benghazi, guess what? So was everybody else. Yet the diplomatic security individual, I'm sorry, I don't recall her name, she was the one that refused to provide the kind of support that was requested on more than one case. What Eric Nordstrom said, which I found to be incredibly powerful, was he said that pretty much he felt that the Taliban is inside the building. Now, he didn't specify or mention which building, but the only building that I can think of that he might have been referring to was on Pennsylvania Avenue. In either case, I truly hope that the American people that witnessed that performance, similar to what Chris Wallace said, which was that he's never experienced anything like this before. He found it to be very, very difficult to watch. He thought that Joe Biden was totally disrespectful. He was condescending. And there's a whole lot of other words that you can probably pick up off the web if you just Google Chris Wallace and the debate. In either case, I hope there's enough Americans that have viewed the performance and have woken up. And a little message to President Obama. You're out there now on the stump and you're saying that you had a bad day. When you were being debated by Governor Mitt Romney, you had a bad day. Well, you're going to have another bad day next week and the following week, because you cannot change who you are between now and then. And without your teleprompters, as you know, you have a difficult time putting 3 words together without interjecting ooh, ah, eh, oh, or whatever. We need to have a change in this country. People need to protect their families, their children's, and their children's children's future. And the only way we can do that is to get rid of the administration that's there now. The only way that we can get rid of them is for you to take 5 of your friends, have them take 5 of their friends, and everybody go to the voting booth and vote for Republican. We need a change, and the time to make that change is now. Thank you. Hope you're having a great day.